and then Aaron, and then we'll go embargo then, yeah.
Stephen, 2 wins from 2. How are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it was a long bus journey out in Galway, of course, and we sort of only took a point from our first 2 games this season. I couldn't actually speak to anyone. It was so good that, so to lose games, and the players that we knew that was a 3-game week and we want to excel in 3, like that, and it's a good mentality of the group to deal with all the setbacks that we did on Friday. Like, we lost 2 players injured in the first half. Maybe some of our own undoing, but Sligo did well to come back to 3-3 in a game that we should have been out of sight in, and then to come back and get the winner helps when you have a goal. We have players who can score goals, and today we're a bit depleted in the midfield, missed a number of players. Jason McClellan went in and played in there, and he did very well, and Chris after coming back into the team, so they did fine, and we deserved to win. Without being, it was 3 days after, a quick turnaround. I'm not saying we were at the level that even we were at last Friday, where we were very, very good, but we still deserved to win.
Tiernan was in just before you there, and he basically disagreed with a lot of the decisions that the ref made in terms of penalties and stuff like that. What were your thoughts on it? Did you think?
Well, I just had to look back there because I hadn't seen them, and I did a TV interview and hadn't seen them, and then so I said I better look at them, and the 2 of them are absolute penalties, I thought, and the sending offs. There's no real argument on that. He's come through high over the top of the ball. Well, maybe he doesn't mean it, maybe just overzealous, but it looks a sending off.
And just we were speaking to Chris Forrester the other night. He did say we were targeting 9 points this week. Do you think you're on course for that now?
Did he say that, did he?
Yeah.
All right. Tell him thanks very much. All right. All right. He's not known for his discretion, Chris, is he? No, I'm only joking. No, he's a great guy. But he's been excellent in the 2 games, and absolutely excellent. So, listen, we didn't target 9 points. We just said it's a 9-point week, and let's get a 1 win and see where it takes us. And we have a tough game against Shamrock Rovers on Friday, and they've got a formidable squad. They got beaten tonight. They're going to want to do well at home, so we'll get a tough game for sure.
Cool. Anyone else for live? No. Okay. So
Stephen, can I ask you about Mason in the 10 there? We don't know where he's going to end up as a player, position, but he found a lot of space. He seemed to enjoy actually playing it. What do you think of him?
Yeah. Like, listen, I used him once or twice there last year, and in games, but it was a big decision because he plays. He's a forward rather than a midfield player. With Brandon Kavanagh or a player of that ilk, or a Mal, they'd be connected to the midfield more, and you can build a little bit. So we did struggle to build a little bit early on in the game, didn't we? Because we probably hadn't got that player dropped in and links them in the midfield, but we sort of felt that him running from deep would his pace would punish, could possibly punish Derry in that regard. So he did very well, and his first game back, we can't expect miracles from him, because he didn't train for 4 months. So he did very well, and we needed him, and he did really a good job for the team in a different position than he normally plays, and shows his adaptability.
With that sort of, probably it's not a half time in Galway, and him and Aidan, sometimes it's been one or the other, but they seem to have a good building and understanding as well.
Yeah, well, it's we'll have to see on that, but it was different for us, obviously, because we weren't playing brilliantly the weekend with Brandon. Brandon had 2 passes for for the goals. Zach Elbasetti's goal, Chris Forrest's goal, he had two excellent passes, so it was different. And different games tactically require different solutions. And we felt that they would play 2 6s and, who would be defensively disciplined and try and negate the space in there for the 10. So we felt the space was we wanted to utilise the pace we have in the team, and that was key for us.
Do you feel this shows your team can win in a different way? Because when it was 11v11, they had more of the ball than you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We obviously, changed the midfield, and Mason been as advanced. We didn't connect in our build the way we say we did on Friday, but every time we broke their press or played a pass, we looked like we'd score. We looked like we were into. Maybe it wasn't enough, but every time we started got beyond them, we looked like a real goal threat. And then we missed some good chances tonight. But obviously, we'll take that. We'll take that because we had to obviously more or less go with all the lads who did it the other night. So it was an important win for us because, as you say, we only took a point from our first 2 games, so we needed to come back with a response, and we managed to do that.
Does that maybe another string to the bow? Because I think your teams would mostly be known for having more of the ball. Because the first few chances did all look like they came in transition, really.
Yeah. No, it's a valid point. They had obviously. Yeah, no, that is a valid point. We didn't intentionally surrender possession. Would like it to have a bit more control in that early period than we did, but defensively we're solid. We never really looked in. I don't think Joseph had a real save to make, and just some crosses he dealt with really well. So, we've got goals in the team, and that's important. We do feel that, and that's it's the way we play as well, which means we might concede goals, and that's the trick as well, is to make sure that we can get a balance in that, because when you play with so many forwards as we have done, we always play with 5 forwards, and 5 and forwards and Jamie really. So I think it is important to show that we're capable of keeping clean sheets. We've kept 2 in the 4 games, but obviously we conceded 5 in the other 2. So we have to make sure that we're good at we're a good all-round team.
Yeah. All good. Okay.